Hello everyone, and welcome to Skyrim Uniques Only, a brand new challenge run I'm doing. Hope you're all excited. Before we get going, I need to explain the rules, because this is Skyrim Uniques Only, where in my... oh, it doesn't even show up. In my weapons and apparel, of which not all of them show because I did a 0 start in Helgen, I'm only allowed to equip unique weapons and unique armour/clothing. So, for instance, in Helgen, the one thing I did pick up was the Torturer's Hood, because you can only get it in there, right? Wrong! You're wrong! Haha! Person whose words I put mouth into, that's wrong. Anyway, yes, the Torturer's Hood is not unique, because although it's incredibly rare, in Special Edition, or Anniversary Edition, which is what I'm playing on, it can be found in random encounters. So we're gonna drop that. It is not allowed. Additionally, any items which are sometimes classed as unique but aren't actually unique are not going to be allowed. That includes stuff like the Iron Hand gauntlets, I believe they're called, which you get over here in the little cave system. Because they are essentially just steel gauntlets with Fortify two-handed. They have a different name added onto them, but I could, with the correct enchanting skill, make the exact same gauntlets, which would not differ in any way. What is allowed is something like Valdir's Lucky Dagger or the Woodsman's Axe, because both of those, although not having a unique appearance, do have different effects/stats to them. Valdir's Lucky Dagger has an extra critical chance or something, I believe it is. I can't actually remember exactly. Oh, hunger, I'll get to that in a second. And the Woodsman's Axe, while seeming identical to an Iron Battle Axe, just renamed, actually has slightly different, or I believe slightly higher attack and lower value, which means it could not be replicated. So, pretty standard. It's just has to be actually unique. We are also playing this on Master Difficulty Survival Mode. Survival Mode means I need to eat, I need to sleep, I need to stay warm. And because I need to stay warm, and you notice I'm wearing nothing right now because the rags I picked up were not unique, I have decided to play as a Nord. How do I show you I've played as Nord? On that one, that's it. Yes, I am the one and only, a level 1 Nord. Because Nords get, in their active effects, Fortify Warmth. Your Nord blood improves your resistance to cold environments by 25 points. We also get Resist Frost, which is, 50% resistant to frost, which will likely come in handy. And yes, being peckish is already making me attack slower, if I was going to do that, and less effective at shields and sneaking. Yeah, this is stuff which I'm going to have to keep an eye on. What I'm doing right now is gathering a bunch of ingredients, because I need to make some early gold. I have a plan for this episode, which is a little uncommon for me, but I have a certain item I want to get. But in order to get it, I also need to pick up a few other things along the way. I also need to decide what standing stone I'm going to start with. Now, I will say I'm allowing magic. Magic is fine, however, anyone who's seen my crafting only run will know that I'm not going to be relying on it. I'm not just going to make, oh, I'm a pure mage, because there's this one unique apparel item. No. I will allow magic, but it's just going to be there to help me out when I have literally nothing else, or for a bit of basic healing. I'm really actually struggling to work out which to go for. You know what? Thief is going to be handy. I'm going to do some crafting of potions. I'm going to pass some speech checks and probably sell a few things. And I'll probably do a bit of sneaking, so Thief will help me out. In fact, I might have to rely on sneaking quite a lot in this run, because, well, things could just go badly wrong, couldn't they? Alright, I'm going to keep going along. Do I want to catch the salmon roe? You know what, I'm going to try and catch some salmon roe, and then I'll catch up with everyone, or catch up with all of you watching, over in Riverwood, because I'm also going to avoid the wolves. Into Riverwood we go, and there's a couple of things for me to do here. First off is blag whatever free stuff I can get from Alvor here. Yep, any supplies I could take, please. Well, that's not unique. The food I'll take, food I'm allowing, and honey brew mead is what I really want. Lockpick's handy, those potions are going to be so handy. I don't actually think I want an iron ingot. Like, I'm thinking to myself, I can't improve pretty much any of the stuff I get until I hit Arcane Blacksmith, because basically everything's going to be enchanted. So I'm going to leave that iron ingot with him, and yeah, I'll just skip through this bit of dialogue. I was wondering if I should even do this, because the endgame goal of this is not to beat the main quest. We're doing that on crafting only. I don't need to do that here as well. I'm tempted to take steel ingots. Yeah, I'm going to take the steel ingots just to sell them, because they actually sell for a reasonable bit. Yeah, the goal of this run is to get the Oblivion Walker achievement. Boy, I'm hoping I'm remembering that name right. But it's the achievement for collecting all Daedric artifacts. And by all, I mean kind of all. The achievement's an odd one. I believe it's actually collect 15 Daedric artifacts, and I think there's something like 16 in the base game, so yeah, it's close enough, whatever. But yes, I have somehow never achieved that achievement, despite the thousands of hours of Skyrim I've played. I say somehow, I know exactly how. It's because I start new characters constantly. I'm not someone who goes through on a character for a very long time. So while I have, in previous playthroughs, gathered all of the Daedric artifacts before, I've never gathered them all on a single character. So the goal is to just get the Daedric artifacts. Does mean I'm going to have to be careful about how I end a couple of quests, because a couple of them you can either get the Daedric artifact or something else. But overall it should be, I was going to say easy, no, not easy actually, there's quite a few difficult ones, but it should be possible. I'm currently gathering ingredients and stuff in Riverwood, and there's a wolf here. Like, I'm outside the Sleeping Giant, but it's just a wolf. But that's never happened to me before in all the playthroughs I've started. There's never just been a dead wolf chilling around out here. I don't see any dead civilians, so I'm guessing it didn't get anyone, but yeah, a wolf just showed up. Also, I should say that one thing I'm making sure to do is get food as well as ingredients, because this is survival mode, and I'm going to need to do that. I'm not allowing myself a fishing rod, because fishing rods are not unique, so no fishing. I'm sorry, any anglers out there, but this is going to be a fishing-free run. Alright, we're about to head in... Oh, that always freaks me out. It's every time you cross over the bridge, and yet it always gets me. We're about to hop into our first bit of combat for the run. I say the first bit, I did technically punch the Torturer to get that Torturer's head for the opening bit. But over here, we have mushrooms! Yes, once I've grabbed the Mora Tapanella, there's going to be a wolf for us to deal with. This is hopefully going to be the only enemy I'm dealing with purely with magic, especially seeing as, yeah, I don't actually have much in the way of magic. But yeah, that's going to be a very rare sight for me to switch to flames to get stuff done. Because I'm going to be getting my first unique weapon before the end of this episode. I will not be completely bereft of equipment by the time this is over. I've popped over to Honningbrew Meadery, because first off there were just some good ingredients on the way, including, man, even more butterflies. I'm getting lucky with the butterflies. This is one of the variables of the run which I have got real lucky with so far. But yeah, because in these barrels there is... Come on game, there we go, a bunch of Honningbrew Mead, which has a reasonable sell value. And seeing as it's right here, I'm just going to go and pick it up. As well as looting outside the meadery, I'm going to be heading to the farms, because wheat and chicken eggs are great ingredients for early power potions. I did not intend to come out quite this far, but I'm now at Tundra Homestead. And, yeah, there's just too many alchemy ingredients, and I have a bit of a problem. If you're new to the channel, hi, my name's Sarge, I'm an alchemy addict. I really can't help myself. I'm supposed to be heading back to Whiterun at this point. And I will do soon. I'm just gonna, you know, loot a few more items. That's all. That's all I'm doing. I'm just getting a little bit more loot. Just one more alchemy ingredient. That's all, I promise. Although coming here might be worthwhile, because there's also, yeah, a bunch of ingots and stuff. Because this is one of the player homes added in Anniversary Edition, which means there's just a decent bit of loot lying around by it. The game expects you to buy the home and then use all the loot for crafting and stuff, which I did in the other series. But in this one, I think it's going to be best for me just to, you know, steal it. Or not even steal it, just take it. It doesn't belong to anyone, just taking it. Because that way, I've got something to sell to the blacksmith. outside the gates of Whiterun.
City's closed with the dragons about.
And here we get a guaranteed speech check.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Perfect. So that's going to be my first bit of leveling? Oh, come on! I thought that was guaranteed! Oh, well, I guess it's not quite enough to get a level up in that case. But the second I do some selling, which I'll be doing inside very shortly, I'll level up. Yep, so inside there are more ingredients and I still have a problem. But Adriana here, or Adriana even, she doesn't have any uniques. Like, I'm not going to be able to buy any weapons or armour, because all of this stuff, all of this is simply just generic. It's generic, you hear me? What I can do is sell those corundum ingots I picked up, all those iron ingots, and the steel ingots. Get me my first 100 gold. I know that seems like a tiny amount, but genuinely that's probably all I need. But I want a little bit more, and I want to be able to make gold easily, so I'm going to continue looting just a ridiculous amount of ingredients, and then I'm going to head up to the castle. Inside of the castle, and we first need to chat with everyone. Yes, there's a dragon attack. Right. Hey y'all. Yes, the dragon destroyed Helgen. Perfect. Alright, that's all I need to do for them for now. They'll be chatting for a little while. What I also need to do is speak with Farengar and ask him if he's the only wizard.
I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense.
She definitely will, so I'll deliver them.
Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task.
Despite his insults, this really is the best quest to be picking up here. Alright, and with that picked up, we've skipped over this bit of dialogue. Yep, I sort you out, aren't I great? He gives me some studded Imperial armour, which I can't wear, and more importantly, I'm now allowed to take stuff in his kitchen, which otherwise would have been stolen. So I'm taking a bunch of decent food and ingredients. Probably the most important thing is actually the tomatoes I'm going to be picking up. With the kitchen looted, I can use the cooking spit, and there's a couple of key things I want to make. The first is vegetable soup. This gives regeneration to health and stamina by a point for 12 minutes, and restores a ton of hunger. As you can see, I've got tons of cabbage, potato and leeks, but only 10 tomatoes. Tomatoes is almost always the shortfall, because they don't grow anywhere. You just have to find them. The other thing I'm wanting to get is salmon steak. I'm going to use up the actual one that says salmon first, because I'm pretty sure salmon weighs 1 apiece, whereas salmon meat only weighs like 0.5. So yes, and that's all of my salt pile used up. Normally I get more salt pile than that. Like, I've got a bit unlucky this time, but there we go. That is my food cooked up, because as you can see on my stamina bar, hunger has an effect because I'm playing in survival mode, but I have like all of this food. I've also picked up a bunch of generic food, so I can just eat this en masse to get rid of some hunger. Because, yeah, a lot of the generic stuff is just weighing me down, but it's okay to weigh me down because, yeah, I've got tons of carry weight because I'm naked. Oh, I filled up my hunger a bit, instantly became hungry again. Alright, I'm going to turn off that quest, and what I need to do is give Arcadia some frost salts. Here we go, Arcadia's store with all of these ingredients I'm not allowed to take. But if I give her the frost salts, she gives us a few potions, which really aren't that helpful. I don't know if I've ever used them on any character, but more importantly, I'm now allowed to take anything with less than 50 value, which means the majority of ingredients, which I'm going to be able to craft into potions with way more than 50 value, plus some minor healing potions, and a bit of food, which is nothing to be scoffed at. Oh, I say less than 50, but Ice Wraith tea for 30. Is it less than 30 for her? Oh, no, because that one's 25. Oh wait, no, 25 is less than 30. Wow, I'm firing on all cylinders today, aren't I? Along with the obvious ingredients, she has fish barrels, which are very important for salt pile. Yep, there we go. And quite a few just, ingredients as well. Our diet is mostly going to be fish, but it's good to have that stuff. Alright, we're real close to shop closing time. I think they close at 8 PM, so I'm just going to craft a few quick potions. I'm actually going to check somewhere on my desk. I think I found the piece of paper. Yeah, some ingredients for various potions. I do actually have a guide on my channel which has like really good power potions for early in the game, or just that you can find ingredients too easily, but I'm an idiot, so I didn't watch my own video before this. But it's fine, because I have 6 salmon roe, 6 Nordic barnacle, and 6 garlic. I mean, it looks like I'm planning this out really well. And this is probably the most valuable potion you can make, especially early on, because all of this stuff can be found. You catch salmon, your garlic's just hanging about, and Nordic barnacle you can find underneath Whiterun Castle in the water there. So yeah, each of these is going to sell for a huge amount, and also gets my alchemy up to 26, so it's crazy on the leveling front. After that I need to check, yeah, Creep Cluster, Death Bell, there it is, and River Betty. Did I? Yes, I managed to get a River Betty. That's a Poison of Slow. These are all just to sell, so the actual effects aren't that important. It's just getting stuff which I can make a fair few of in order to sell them, and also get a bit of alchemy leveling, so that when I start making potions to help me, they'll be useful. Alright, let's get Blue Butterfly Wing. No, wait, Blue Butterfly Wing? Yeah, Blue Butterfly Wing, Blue Mountain Flower, and wheat. I picked up the wheat at the farm, and we can make a lot of these. Yeah, damage magicka regen is like the big one, where you can just make a ton of it so easily. Additionally, Blue Mountain Flower, there's crazy amounts of it, so let's pair it up with a couple of hanging moss we've got, and the lavender. And there we go. Couple more potions. There are more I can make, but that is going to do for now. Because that gives us... how many is that? Yeah, that gives us... over 20 potions we can sell. That's lovely. I'm pretty sure she'll have closed up shop now. No, not yet. Lovely. So I could buy some ingredients from her as well, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. Although I will take the salt pile, because I'm surprisingly low on that. I'm not going to take anything else. I really want to. But no, I'm not going to take anything else. What I'm going to do is just sell, one of the water-breathing potions and something cheap. Possibly one of her own potions, because, oh boy, I don't have much cheap. I can sell her a potion of illusion. And I'm actually going to keep the other stuff. Yeah, but there we go. Gets me almost 600 gold. And let's see if Belethor's shop is still open. Nope, Belethor's shop is shut. I could stay here for the night. It wouldn't be a bad thing to do, but instead, I'm going to leave Whiterun Hold. I'm just going to run off and go to basically the other side of Skyrim. Speak to the carriage driver, hire the carriage, and we are heading to Solitude. Yep, we're immediately episode 1 leaving Whiterun behind. Oh yeah, showing up here, carriage rides in survival mode can be a bit expensive in terms of your stats. So because we've headed north as well, I am cold. It might also have something to do with the fact I'm wearing just my underwear. Not really best for staying warm, is it? I'm going to pick up just a couple more ingredients here, because I do have a problem. Someone please help me. But yes, my hunger, tiredness, and cold is all a problem. Chilly's really bad as well, because it makes you move slower, which, I hate. But yeah, potions less effective, less resistant to disease, attack slower, all of that stuff is an issue. The food I can deal with pretty much straight away. I'm just going to eat those apples, which I was saving up, and I don't think I'll even need to eat all of them. Maybe I will. You know what, I'm going to eat all of them because it goes up to well-fed anyway. So, yep, eat all the apples, and I'm okay on that. And what time is it? Oh, it's 6:35 AM. That's a bit annoying. I'm trying to work out if I should sleep or do the quest first. Tiredness only affects, like, magicka, right? Magicka is reduced, magicka and stamina regenerate slower, beneficial potions 40% less effective, less resistant to disease. That's a lot of negatives, but I actually think I'll be fine. Got a bit of luck straight away in that there's a Khajiit caravan chilling around outside as well, so I'm going to sell some extra potions here, because they've got plenty of gold to accept all of this stuff. I'm now going to just wander about in this kind of area in Solitude. I am going to be picking up ingredients, although what I'd love to do is go into the catacombs, because there's a ton of hanging moss, and while the hanging moss down there is marked as steal, the game doesn't actually flag it as such. Normally if you steal something, you'll get hired thugs coming after you. Oh, but I found who I need!
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do.
I will help you.
Please, take
Or I could give him a gold piece, but first, what do you actually need?
My master has abandoned me, abandoned his people, and nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help?
Of course I'll find your master for you.
Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as a Jarl. No, such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that.
The Mind of Madness. Yeah, so this is going to be how we get our first unique. I'm going to turn off my miscellaneous and yes, gain access to the Pelagius wing of the Blue Palace. Let's go.
Maybe you need a partner, Just picture it. 2 women, the dusty road, strapping men at every tavern.
Okay, Erdie here, I need to talk to for the quest, but she's already getting quite excited. Maybe I should have put on clothes first. Erdie, I need to get into the Pelagius wing.
Oh, I'd get in trouble for that. It's not allowed. Besides, it's scary in there. Okay, I need to get back to the palace. Did you need...
Do you not...
Get in trouble
I thought there was a speech check or something with her. Alright, I guess I'm just sneaking in. Alright, I found another person, Una here, who might be persuaded that Falk asked me to check the Pelagius wing out.
If you really want to, just be careful of the ghost. He snuck up on me once and scared me sick. It took a week for me to feel better. If Erdie caught me chatting...
Okay, I get the key. Nice. I don't actually remember there being a key to this. I thought I could just go in, but yeah, I guess not. Well, we are now in the Pelagius wing, and yeah, stuff like, like a purple butterfly in a jar is here. That's got to be Anniversary Edition. But yeah, there's candlesticks are one of those things which are actually quite worthwhile looting. So they got like 25 weight to value ratio, but I'm not going to pick them up anyway, because I've already got potions, and I don't actually think I need much money for this run. I thought the teleport point was further along. Oh, you do not feel hunger, exhaustion, or cold here. That's nice.
So many undesirables to contend with.
Naysayers. Okay, I know there's the character that everyone loves right in front of me, but I'm much more interested in all this food, which I'm just allowed to take. Oh, look at it all. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, that plate shaking is not helpful. Alright.
Grow old.
We need to talk to Sheogorath. Sorry to interrupt.
How rude! Can't be bothered to host an old friend for a decade or two.
I'm here to deliver a message.
Really? Oh, what kind of message? A song? A summons? Wait, I know! A death threat written on the back of an Argonian concubine. Those are my favorites. Well, spit it out, mortal. I haven't got an eternity. Actually, I do. Little joke. But seriously, what's the message?
I was asked to retrieve you from your vacation.
Were you now? By whom? Wait! Don't tell me. I want to guess. Was it Molag? No. Little Tim, the Toymaker's son, huh? Huh? The ghost of King Lysandas? Or was it one? Yes! Stanley, the talking grapefruit from Passwall! Ha ha! I'm wrong on all accounts, aren't I? Ha! No matter! Honestly, I don't want to know. Why ruin the surprise? But more to the point, do you, tiny, puny, expendable little mortal, actually think you can convince me to leave? Because that's crazy! You do realize who you're dealing with here?
I kind of want to just say you're a madman, because it's correct.
Jolly good guess. But only half right. I'm a mad god. The mad god, actually. It's a family title. Gets passed down from me to myself every few thousand years. Now you can call me Anne-Marie. But only if you're partial to being flayed alive and having an angry immortal skip rope with your entrails. If not, then call me Sheogorath, Daedric, Prince of Madness. Charmed.
Alright. Are you going to leave? That's all I want to know.
Now that's the real question, isn't it? Because honestly, how much time off could a demented Daedra really need? So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. That's right. I'm done. Holiday complete. Time to return to the humdrum day-to-day. On one condition. You have to find the way out first. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, what's the catch?
Ha! I do love it when the mortals know they're being manipulated. Makes things infinitely more interesting. Care to take a look around? This is not, I dare say, the Solitude Botanical Gardens. Have you any idea where you are? Where you truly are? Welcome to the deceptively verdant mind of the Emperor Pelagius III. That's right! You're in the head of a dead, homicidally insane monarch! Now, I know what you're thinking. Can I still rely on my swords and spells and sneaking and all that nonsense? Sure. Or you could use the Wabbajack! Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you?
There we go. We have the Wabbajack now, which is... Okay, I don't want the mouse now. I want that garlic, which was taunting me.
It's a very
Yep, here I have the Wabbajack. Also, I'm wearing clothes, but these... I can't... I'm pressing tab to go into the menu. These aren't, actual clothes I've got equipped.
The path of dreams. Ooh. Unfortunately for you, Pelagius suffered night terrors from a young age.
I've technically got clothes equipped, I suppose, but I guess these are unique to their dream clothes.
Something to wake our poor Pelagius up. You'll find his terrors easy to repel, but persistent.
Alright, so yes, we need to wake Pelagius up. I'm also... I can't help myself but take more of this. It's basically just... use the Wabbajack is all that happens with this quest. Oh, the only problem is trying to make sure you actually... hit the thing? There we go. And there's a goat. I don't think that was there before. Was it? Maybe it was. Maybe I need to hit him again.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Oh, Bandit Chief. Alright. Let's turn into a child. Oh yeah, you just turn the things into non-hostile things. There we go. It's... this is, technically one of the easiest quests to do, which is why I'm picking it up at level 1. The only worry is...
Well, now that's something to crow about. With Pelagius up and about, you're moving right along. We'll both be home in no time.
Huh?
Lovely. So, yep, Pelagius has woken up. Am I actually allowed to... Oh, I'm allowed to... Oh, that's cruel. I'm hitting E to search it, and I can't. Oh, man, this place is evil. Evil, I tell you. Alright, we got 2 more areas to head to. And the solution every time is just use the Wabberjack on stuff. Which does make this pretty much the... Oh, I just got cold there. Pretty much the easiest quest to get done.
Ah! Now this is a sad path. Pelagius hated and feared many things. Assassins, wild dogs, the undead, pumpernickel. But the deepest, keenest hatred was for himself. The attacks he makes on himself can be seen here fully. They're always carried out on the weakest part of his fragile self. The self-loathing enhances Pelagius's anger. But his confidence will shrink with every hit. You must bring the two into balance.
Alright, so yeah, gotta make Pelagius bigger. And I think you also hit the other stuff. Or try to hit the other stuff to make it a bit smaller. Yep. There we go.
Wonderfully done.
Perfect.
Pelagius is finally ready to love himself and continue hating everyone else.
Alrighty. Yeah, once again, the solution is literally just use the Wabberjack a bunch. Which is a large part of why I decided to do this first, because it's a quest that's available at level 1.
Good choice!
And is easy.
Well, good for me. I find everyone being out to get you so terribly entertaining. You might find it less so. You see, Pelagius's mother was, well, let us say, unique. Although I suppose, in the grand scheme of things, she was fairly average for a septim. That woman wielded fear like a cleaver. Or did she wield a cleaver and make people afraid? I never get that part right. Oh, but she taught her son well. Pelagius learned at a very early age that danger could come from anywhere, at any time, delivered by anyone. The objective here is simple, you simpleton. Use your Wabberjack to defeat the enemy, while they do the same. Oh, I thought you'd never figure it out. With the threat gone, Pelagius is under the delusion that he's safe, which means you've helped him out, sort of. And we're that much closer to home.
Alright, yeah, once again you just hit one of the living things with the Wabberjack. This is such an easy quest. And now we just gotta turn it in. I've done it, I've fixed Pelagius's mind.
Fixed is such a subjective term. I think treated is far more appropriate, don't you? Like one does to a rash, or an arrow in the face. But no matter. Heartless mortal that you are, you've actually succeeded and survived. I am first to honor my end of the bargain. So, congratulations. You're free to go. I have been known to change my mind. So, go. Really. Pelagius Septim the Third, once the mad Emperor of Tamriel, now so boringly sane. I always knew he had it in him. Well, I suppose it's back to the Shivering Isles. The trouble Haskell can get into while I'm gone simply boggles the mind. Let's make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Clothes, check. Beard, check. Luggage. Luggage. Now, where did I leave my luggage?
Master, you've taken me back. Does this mean we're going home? Oh, happy times. I can't wait to...
Yes, that's quite enough celebration. Let's send you ahead, shall we? As for you, my little mortal minion, feel free to keep the Wabberjack as a symbol of my... I'll just take the damn thing. You take care of yourself now. And if you ever find yourself up in New Sheo, do look me up. We can share a strawberry tart. Ha ha! Ta-ta!
Mind of Madness completed. And now we just leave. It just teleports us out. And, oh, I'm still wearing the clothes. I'm gonna allow it because it's quest-based, just like in the crafting-only run of having to wear the party clothes. Because I ditched them instantly, but now we have the Wabberjack. Our actual unique we can use. Because, yeah, those were dream clothes. I was allowing myself to wear them in a dream. I instantly got rid of them. I don't want to fail the run on episode 1, okay? If you're annoyed about that and think I'm breaking the rules, you know what, let me know. Maybe you'll convince me and I'll have to start up a new challenge run. But there we go. Why am I taking so many potatoes? I'm going to leave the palace at this point because I'm clearly getting distracted. So here we are with our very first unique, the Wabberjack, which just does something random. And there's so many different effects. What does it actually say? Yeah, a blast from Wabberjack with an unpredictable effect. This thing can kill dragons in a single hit, or make enemies about 1,000,000 times more powerful. It is so random. You know what? I'm going to do a quick save, and I'll be loading up the quick save, but I just want to, like, shoot a few people to see what happens. Okay, so he blew up a bit there, and then killed me. Very random effects. Alright, not the best showcase. Believe me though, it can do random stuff. Honest. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try again with a couple of them, see what... Okay, that time I healed them. That time they turned into a bunny rabbit. And healing again. And... oh, another bunny rabbit appeared, but I think I did damage. Oh, I think that's the frenzy spell? As you can tell, it's unpredictable. Obviously not incredibly overpowered though, because I can still die easily. Probably because of the fact I'm naked. But that's going to be it for this episode. We've got our first unique, also 1 out of 15 of the Daedric artifacts I need to pick up, so we're close to the challenge goal being accomplished. What I want to know from you... yeah, the card's getting a bit worried now, rightly so. What I want to know from you is what else should I be getting? Because I'm here in Solitude. Are there any uniques which you can think of which I might be overlooking, which I can get very early on? Because the reason I went for the Wabberjack is that quest was not dangerous at all. I'm currently incredibly weak, so I need to pick up whatever I can as easily and as quickly as possible. But hey ho! If you're enjoying the look of this new challenge run, do make sure you've hit the like button. Feel free to share this video as well. If you know any people or any communities which are happy to have Skyrim content shared with them, please do share it, because the better the initial episode of the series does, the better the series does overall. So this is the big one. And as always, thank you all very much for watching. Sarge out.